You can read minds. At first, it feels like a superpower. You know what people really think. No more lies, no more guessing. But then, you hear everything. Every insecure thought, every fake smile, every hidden hatred, even from people you trust. And the worst part, it never stops. There's no silence anymore, just voices, all the time. And one day, you realize something terrifying. You were happier when you didn't know the truth. You just became immortal. At first, it's amazing. You watch empires rise and fall. You outlive everyone you love, again and again. After 200 years, you stop making friends. After 500, you stop caring. After 1,000, you forget your own past. And one day, you realize something terrifying. You're not living anymore. You're just existing forever. Pause for a second. Look around. Everything seems normal, right? But there's one thing you're not noticing, because you can't. Not directly, only as a feeling, like something is slightly off, like something is missing or added. And the reason you can't see it is because it's not in front of you. It's not behind you. It's not around you. It's exactly where you are. You can pause time. Everything freezes. People, cars, the entire world. You can go anywhere, do anything. At first, it feels perfect. No consequences, no pressure, just you and silence. But then, you notice something terrifying. You're the only one still moving, the only one still aging. Every second spent in frozen time still counts for you. Days pass, weeks, months, maybe even years. And when you finally unpause the world, only 1 second has passed. For everyone else. But for you, you've already lived an entire lifetime, completely alone. You hear your name, quietly, from another room. You live alone. You stop. Listen. Nothing. Just silence. You tell yourself it was nothing. Your brain playing tricks. But then, you hear it again. Closer this time. Your name. Exactly how someone you know says it. You check your phone. No messages. No calls. And then you realize something terrifying. It didn't come from outside. It came from inside your house. And you're not alone. You wake up. Same room, same bed, same time. Again. At first, you think it's just a weird coincidence. But then it happens again and again. No matter what you do, you always wake up in the same moment. Same day, same second. You try to change things, talk to different people, go somewhere else. It doesn't matter. Nothing sticks. Everything resets, except you. You remember everything, every loop, every mistake, every version of your life. And after a while, you stop trying to escape because you realize something worse. This isn't a loop. This is your life now. Your reflection is delayed, just slightly. At first, you think it's nothing, a glitch, your eyes playing tricks. But then you notice it again. You move your hand, and your reflection follows. A second later, you test it again and again, always delayed. And then one day, you don't move, but your reflection does. It looks at you, smiles, and whispers something you can't hear, and suddenly, you're not sure which one of you is real. Everyone suddenly stops at the exact same time. Cars, people, everything frozen except you. You look around, confused. No sound, no movement, nothing. Then, slowly, everyone turns their head at the same time and looks at you, not moving and just staring. And you realize something terrifying. They're not frozen. They were just waiting for you to notice. You get a message from your own number. You open it. It just says, "Don't go home today." You laugh. Probably a glitch. Or a prank. But then, another message. Seriously. You try calling it. It doesn't connect. You check your phone again. Same number. Same contact. You, and then one last message appears. I didn't listen either. You notice something strange. Every time you leave a room, it feels different when you come back. At first, you ignore it, but then you start paying attention. Small things change. Objects slightly moved. Doors more open. Lights different. No matter how careful you are, something is always off. And one day, you stay in the room. You don't leave. You just wait, watching, and after a while, you see it. Something changing the room while you're still inside. You don't exist anymore. People still see you, talk to you, laugh with you, but something is wrong. No one remembers anything about you. Not your past, not your name, not even conversations from yesterday. At first, you think it's a joke, but then it keeps happening. With everyone, every day. And slowly, you realize something terrifying. You're still here, but you've already been forgotten. One day, everything feels slightly off. Nothing big, just small things. People pause before answering you, like they're thinking or remembering, but something feels wrong. Like they're not responding to you, but to something else. And then it hits you. They're not talking to you. They're talking to who you used to be. You finally understand everything. Life, reality, time, all of it. It makes perfect sense. Every question you ever had, answered. But there's a problem. You can't explain it. Not to anyone, not even to yourself. Because the moment you try, you forget it. And you're left with just one feeling. You knew something important, something massive. And now, it's gone. Forever. You hear your voice. Behind you, saying your name. You turn around. No one's there. You check again. Nothing. Then your phone lights up. A voice message. From you. You didn't send it. You play it. It's your voice. Whispering, "Don't turn around next time." Every photo of you changes. At first, you look normal, then slightly different. Your smile feels off. Your eyes don't match. Each new photo looks less like you, more like someone else. And one day, you open your camera, look at yourself, and realize that's not your face anymore. You suddenly remember something, a memory from your childhood. But it's wrong. That place never existed. Those people were never there, but you remember it perfectly. Every detail, every sound, every feeling. And the worst part? It feels more real than your actual life. You stop thinking, not completely, just less. Fewer thoughts, shorter ones, simpler. At first it's peaceful, quiet. Then you notice something. You're not choosing your thoughts anymore. They just appear and disappear. And one day, you try to think of something, anything, and nothing comes. Just silence. Forever. You say something out loud, and immediately you regret it. Not because it was wrong, but because you didn't mean to say it. It just came out like it wasn't your decision. You laugh it off. Move on. But then it happens again and again. Words leaving your mouth before you even think them. Until one day, you stay silent. You decide not to speak at all, just to prove you're still in control. And then you hear your voice speaking without you. You check the time, 3:17. A few minutes later, you check again, 3:17. Weird. Maybe your phone lagged. You wait. Check again, 3:17. Now you're paying attention. You watch the clock. Seconds pass. Everything seems normal. Until it hits 3:18 and instantly snaps back. 3:17. No glitch. No lag. Perfectly smooth. Like it never moved. And the worst part? You feel it. You feel the moment that shouldn't exist. Like time tried to move forward and failed. You feel watched. Not the normal kind. Not paranoia. Something else. Something accurate. You test it. Look around. Nothing. You move rooms. Nothing. You turn off the lights. Still nothing. But the feeling stays. Strong. Precise. Like something knows exactly where you are at all times. And then you realize something. The feeling isn't behind you or around you. It's coming from inside your head, like something is looking out through your eyes. You remember your childhood clearly, too clearly. Details that don't make sense. Rooms that never existed. Conversations that feel real but couldn't have happened. At first, you ignore it. Memory is weird, right? But then you find something. A photo. Old, faded, and everything in it matches your memory perfectly. The room, the people, even you, standing there, smiling. And that's when it hits you. This memory isn't fake. Your real past is. You try to think about anything simple, your name, your age, where you are. But something feels off, like the answers aren't immediate anymore. You have to search for them, dig for them, and sometimes they don't come at all, just silence. You laugh, shake it off. But then you ask yourself something else. What am I thinking right now? And for the first time, you don't have an answer. Because there is no thought, just you staring into nothing. Everything suddenly goes quiet. Not just sound, everything. Your thoughts, gone. Your inner voice, gone. Even your reactions, nothing, just awareness. You try to panic, but you can't. You try to think, but there's nothing there. And then, very slowly, a single thought appears. Not yours. Clear, loud, unfamiliar. It says, finally. This isn't your first time watching this. You don't remember it. But something feels familiar. The words, the voice, this exact moment. Like you've already been here. You try to recall it, but it slips away every time. And that's when it hits you. You've watched this before, many times. You just never remember the ending. Stop. Don't skip. You were about to, right? That thought you just had. About scrolling, leaving. You didn't choose it. It just appeared. Like this one, and this one, and this one. So ask yourself, if you don't control your thoughts, then who does? And why are they telling you to stay? You're waiting for something. You don't know what. But you feel it, like something is supposed to happen. Something important, something big. So you keep going, day after day, waiting. But nothing ever comes. And one day, you realize something terrifying. That feeling was never real. There is nothing coming. This is it. This has always been it. Say your name in your head, again and again. Keep repeating it, slowly. It starts to feel strange, doesn't it? Like it doesn't belong to you, like it's just a word. Something you got used to, not something you are. So what are you without it? Without your name, without your past, without your thoughts. What's left? Answer that, if you can. This video ends when you stop watching, not when it finishes, not when it fades out, but when you leave. So go ahead. Scroll, close it, do it, but pay attention to this feeling, that hesitation, that pause, that tiny voice telling you, wait, that's not curiosity, that's not interest, that's something else. And the longer you stay, the stronger it gets. So try, leave, right now. See if you can. This is not your first life. You don't remember the others. But sometimes you feel it. That weird familiarity. Places you've never been. Moments that feel repeated. Like you've already lived this many times. And every time, you make the same choices. Say the same things. End up in the same place. And right now, you're at the exact point where it always goes wrong. Don't think about your breathing. Seriously, ignore it. You can't. Now you're aware of it. Every breath, every inhale, every exhale. And the more you notice it, the more it feels wrong, manual, forced, like something you're controlling. But here's the problem. You weren't controlling it before. So ask yourself, if you can take control of it now, who was controlling it before?